All right, what's up? So, how familiar are you with logic?
Hello.
Up.
I don't know. I might be a little acquainted with logic. What's the argument?
What's there?
The argument I generally run is going to be that within some formal system that you provide that you
What's
think
the
is
argument?
enough to express the Trinity, you either get a contradiction or some consequences from the view that are not specifically orthodox.
Wait,
So,
Legacy living?
what'd you say?
Huh?
What's the argument?
Yeah, so legacy. So, what system do you think is adequate enough to express the Trinity?
Wait, who's talking?
Logic.
You said what?
Classical logic.
Yeah, that's
I
not a
cannot hear
system.
you. Hold on.
Classical logic is just going to be like a
Wait,
set.
classical
of
logic is
principles,
a logical system?
No, it's not going to be a formal system.
I'm
So,
back.
like,
Wait, just to be clear, classical logic isn't a formal system?
yeah, usually when you refer to classical logic, you're just referring to any system built upon the three classical laws, right?
Yeah, it's going to
That's
be a
not
formal
itself.
system.
Identity,
Wait,
That's not itself a
contradiction,
formal
and-
system. Like,
Yeah.
an example of a system would be like first order logic
Or
with
set theory.
identity, second order logic, some sort of set
You mean like
theoretic approach.
subsets?
like all that stuff.
You mean like subsets of like logic?
Well, yeah,
They're
that
gonna
the
be
point is that
different
a formal
logics.
there's going to be examples of a formal
Well,
system.
yeah, if that's what's being asked, then sure. I think like indiscernibilities and also relative identity would cash out the trinities.
Oh, you want to relative identity?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll send an argument. Let me know the
Also-
response to it.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I'll present an argument.
are you-
Pure
argument for
No,
relative
I have an
identity.
argument against that anyway. So look at the chat.
Well, presumably, if we're
Oh,
gonna
can
do
I-
like
let me see the
situation
argument.
You say you're a
analysis,
pure and impure
Yeah.
theorist, by the way.
Yeah, are you
yeah,
a pure or impure
wait,
relative
could you say-
identity theorist?
I'm an impure relative.
Okay, yeah, I have a
theorist.
critique that completely destroys this sort of position. So you could look at general chat.
General author can send it VC chat.
This
Yeah,
is just
what
jargon.
the-
Please.
You said this is just jargon. This is just
Yeah, this
how
is
you
just
express.
jargon.
Wait, this is just
Well,
basic
hold on.
first order. Hold on.
Jargon,
Wait,
bro.
just to be clear, this is just how you express relative identity within a first order system, specifically like an impure identity.
This argument rests upon like some semiotic logic. You haven't even represented what these
Dude,
symbols.
wait, hold on. Legacy, 1 second. You're
Wait,
just
obviously
using. You're just
hold on.
using. Wait, hold
Obviously,
on.
if you
Death
like
Note.
understood, hold on. Obviously, if you understood what these symbols mean, you'd be able to easily
valid.
infer what they mean. But I'll just send the actual like notation there as well. So
Even if we did, you're just using immoral letters and words to
Just
make up
come-
an
yeah, I'm
argument to seem
using
smart.
logic to debunk your system. Yeah, that's how it works. So
Logic.
you can look at
This
the
isn't
general
logic.
chat there and see the argument.
By the way,
right?
this is
Sort of
obviously
issue.
logic.
Yes.
Dude, this isn't logic, dude. Dude, the first order logic symbols aren't logic.
Yeah, so you can see like the unorthodox conclusion there. So what's your response, Legacy?
In, like, informal logic.
What do you
Yeah.
say?
I'm
Give an
like-
argument in like informal logic.
Well, no, the entire point of the argument is to show that from a basic set of principles that are associated with relative identity theorists, specifically that we can get a sort of unorthodox consequence, and I demonstrate this formally. Like, that's the entire point, is that I can like prove it's unorthodox. Like,
Can these
literally just get
premises?
proof.
Wait, just to be clear, can these premises be like translated in like some natural notation? Yes or no?
Do you not know how to translate them yourself or something? What's going on? You don't know how to read
No,
logic?
no, wait, hold on. No, I do know
Legacy
how to read logic.
side
It's
chat.
just,
Yeah, so then this
it's
should
just. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
literally.
Wait, can you
Matter
translate
of the
them
fact
for a
is,
retard,
it
yes
seems
or no?
like to me it's more feasible for me to just like read it off. It was like done in natural notation.
Can we
Yeah,
get a
why,
retard
though?
translation, yes or no, dude?
Formal system is
If
not.
you want, like,
The point is that we
Legacy
have like a
side chat.
semantic. Hold on, calm down. The point there is that we have a semantic and syntactic entailment here that's unorthodox, specifically impure relative identity, and I've demonstrated this.
Just to be clear, is it the
formally.
case that you do have an argument for this, or not? Like, simply
I only
put.
formalize
this
my
is
arguments.
formal.
That's like the entire point.
Legacy
Right.
side chat.
Yeah, just say you don't know logic, bro. Just say you
Just
don't.
say you don't understand
I
first
do
order
know
logic.
logic, right? It's
Okay,
just
then you should be able to
this
easily
isn't merely
read
first
it.
order logic, just to be clear, right?
Understand it, then you
Nah,
This
you
is
don't
just
know
hold
what
on,
that
just to
is.
be
bro.
clear. This is first order, by the way. If
That's
you've
okay,
read
This is
people like
obviously
if
first
you've
order.
read people like Peter Van Inwagen, then you'd understand specifically his sort of impure
Wait,
RI
Vero.
account.
So
You'd
you're
understand
Faku?
that
first
you can
premise is
express
that being
the
the same
relative
God is an
identity
equivalence
account
relation.
Look,
specifically.
I don't know what you're
You
saying.
can easily express it specifically with like the relation, and that's like specifically defined in 1 through 2. So, yeah, what's the response?
The
Well,
first
I'll
one is
give you a
just being the
response
same
in
God
1
as an
second.
equivalence relation, right?
I
Do
guarantee you
understand
he's probably asking AI, considering he thought that this wasn't like logic or something.
Stay
Bro,
Wait, what? Wait, when did I say
that?
that?
Could have utilized that.
Wait, let's get it clear because some retard said it isn't logic. Can we get a walk back on that claim?
Yeah, Evil Destiny, can you shut up?
Wait,
please?
can we get a walk back? Can we get a walk
Can
back
you
on the
shut
claim that it
up?
isn't
Hey, Evil,
logic?
can you shut
Can you
up?
shut
So you
up?
agree that this
Can
is
you
logic,
shut
right?
up? Yeah, let's just get a concession that this is logic.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so when you said that it wasn't logic, you were being a retard, a brain dead retard.
Okay, so let's just wait for
Just
Legacy to
wait
get
for
the AI
Michael.
response to
Turn
the
your
argument
mics on.
real quick.
Mic on.
Into it.
Why is your boyfriend barking so much, bro? Someone put this guy on a
Legacy,
leash.
calm down, bro. It's obvious you don't really understand what's going on here. You're just asking
Wait,
AI.
I actually do. I understand what
Okay,
it's
if you
saying.
understand it, then can you tell me
As
what
a
the
matter of
conclusion
fact,
is saying?
hold
Wait,
on.
can you
As a
tell me
matter
what
of
the
fact,
conclusion is saying?
you have an array of literal, like, so many premises contained, and also on top of that, you have an array of obvious that
Let's hear
denotes
the ramble,
different.
bro. You're clearly rambling.
Wait, hold on. I'll give you a response, but just to be clear, right? You have no informal argument to cash
When
out.
you say to be clear,
Just to be
you
clear,
never
you're so
include
retarded you don't know how to read out the conclusion after
Yo, can you
claiming
tell your
that
boyfriend to stop barking? Like, someone tame this dude. You know?
What does the
Evil, turn
conclusion
your
mean?
fucking mic
Yeah,
off.
I need to
Someone
give you
mute
a
him,
bone or some
please.
shit.
Yeah, what does the
I'll give you like a
conclusion mean?
Minecraft bone
What's
so
the
you can calm the fuck
translation of
down,
the
alright?
conclusion?
Your mic is
What's
from
the
fucking
translation of the conclusion? Yeah, what's the
Yeah,
translation of the
fucking
conclusion?
your mom. How about that?
Yeah, you're a retard, right? So is there a
Buddy,
translation
turn your
of
mic
the
off. You're
conclusion?
fucking horrible.
Right,
You're
do
wishing
you know what the
microphone, buddy.
translation
You're
of the
dick riding another
conclusion
man.
is? Yes or no? Notice how he's crying
Oh,
about my
everybody
mic instead of
calm down.
answering the
Turn your mic
question,
off.
right?
Turn your mic
Because he
off.
understands the fact that if he was to
Turn your
answer
mic
the
off.
question, it would be a really, really fucking bad look
Hey,
for
buddy,
him.
turn your mic
Can you
off.
translate the conclusion into natural language? You know what the fuck the conclusion means?
Turn
Or
your
you're so
mic off.
brain dead and retarded that you make the claim that you know what the conclusion means, while simultaneously being unable to translate it. Or will you just have your retard friend who keeps on piping the fuck up in the background, continually emit noise until you figure out how to do it?
Kid, shut up.
Like, holy
Shut up.
fucking
Your
shit.
mother's fat. Your mother's fat just like
Notice
you.
how he's
Turn your
just
mic off.
mumbling in the
Turn
background
your mic
over and
off,
over
buddy.
and
You're
over
horrible.
again
Bro,
after
Papa,
making a
getting
dumb
slammed
fuck
here,
point,
bro.
and nonetheless
Papa,
trying to have some sort of
Papa,
controllable
Papa,
conversation,
Papa,
despite the fact that
Papa,
all he's done throughout the
Papa.
course of this discussion is embarrass himself, and he's continuing
Papa,
to. There's this long streak of him saying retarded
Papa,
things,
Papa,
and for every single
buddy.
retarded thing he says, in order to rescue
Papa,
himself, he says
your mom
another
is fat
retarded
just
thing,
like you,
and
buddy.
it just snowballs into him getting blown the
Please
fuck
shut
out.
the
This is
fuck up
happening
with
right
your
now.
nerdy ass
Now let's get
logic.
an answer to the
Listen
question.
to
I don't know
that.
why we're
You
dodging. I don't know why you're piping
shut
the
the
fuck up
fuck up,
to
buddy.
break
You're
the
actually
glass to
annoying
save
as
your
shit,
dumb
nigga.
fuck friend
Papa,
Legacy.
go take a
Let's get
shower.
an answer to the question.
Discord
If you
monitor,
know
please,
how to
ass
read the
nigga. Hop off
argument,
the
what does
shower,
the
nigga. You
conclusion
just go
mean,
on
retard?
TikTok and ride in your chair.
He's gonna keep on mumbling in the
You're
background.
actually
Holy
annoying as
shit.
shit,
He's
nigga.
so terrified
You
of his
smell
friend
like a
answering
rotten
the question
cockroach that
because he
would
knows
be
that the moment his friend
fucking
answers the question, he's gonna look like a fucking retard. Like Jesus. He's like desperately trying to rescue his friend. Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
Just give the Legacy guy to answer the question, or what?
Hop off.
He just has to continually emit noise so his dumb fuck
You're
friend doesn't
using
have to answer the
symbols.
question.
Wait. You're using symbols to prove your shitty ass logic
using
because you can't
symbols?
make it
Oh, shit.
simpler.
Dude,
You have to
he's
act
using
like
symbols.
Einstein
Oh fuck! Oh
and
shit!
try to
No,
make
the
it
first
look
order
cool
logic
on them
argument is
because
using
you're not
symbols.
cool for
What?
shit.
The
You're
formal
Discord
argument
mod.
is using
Hop off
symbols?
the dick,
No.
buddy.
Oh
You're a faggot.
fuck!
I hope you die,
Veritas.
buddy.
Oh shit! You're so observant.
Is he still going? He's
Notice
still
how he's trying
going.
to get death by mod because he realizes he looks like a fucking moron right now. Jesus. Is it like incredibly
I actually look
rare for
way
you to get
better than
cursed
you.
like this
I
in a
think you
conversation? Dude, just like end up
Adidas
completely
Curling
fucking
from
breaking it and turning it into this like droning retard who's incapable of engaging with anything that they're putting in saying whatsoever. All you can do is cry about the argument being simplest because you're retarded. You don't know basic logic, despite the fact, by the way, that you confidently go around and
I don't think
debate
he
these
knows I'm
topics,
rage
and
baiting him.
afterwards you
I
cry
don't think he
about
knows
it.
I'm
You're
rage
cry bully Veritas, and you're getting fucking slammed in this
Yeah,
conversation.
teaching it him so
All
I
you
can
can do
stop
is try to
acting like
save
a
your
buffoon,
retard friend
so I
from
can
getting
go back
stomped
to
in
my
this
normal
conversation.
self.
But I'm sorry, it won't
He
save him.
uses
It won't make him look any
The
better in
thing
this
is with these
conversation because
retards,
he's
they
already
use
made himself
symbols
look
and
retarded
say it's
by having a
logic.
friend like you continually
It is
fuck up
logic,
to save his
sadly.
dog shit.
Is this
And
what-
every single
is
person here
this-
who's slightly competent, who has the
Yeah,
slightest
they
bit of
just
social
fucking
awareness,
act like
can tell that
they're
all
like
you're
the
trying to do
shitty
is
bad
continue
guy.
to
Is this
admit
why
noise
somebody
because you understand the fact that
send
when
this
you
as a
discuss
shitty
something
argument?
it would look incredibly bad for you because you're
Fucking,
unintelligent.
they
We all
use
know that
these
you're not
1, 2,
capable of
3
reading
baby
basic
ass
first order
symbols
logic.
and act like, oh yeah, I'm fucking smart as shit because I know logic and this
Yeah,
and
so
that. Nigga, you
again,
hop
you've been
off.
blown the fuck out. And in fact,
Yeah,
I'll read out the
I
argument in
never
natural
realized
language
logic
for you.
was
I'm so
much
generous.
more
I'm so
Trinitarian.
insane. I'll read out the argument for you in natural language if you want, right? If you're so retarded that you're not
Is he still
capable of
laughing?
reading these symbolized arguments, right? Of reading these formalized arguments,
Yeah,
which
symbolized arguments need to make sense
lied
without
about being
someone
able to
needing
do.
to study
Do you want me to read
logic
out
for
the argument
23
you dumb fuck?
years and be a
Oh, he's
45-year-old
keep
that'll
on
get you
crying.
rotting in his
So
chair,
I'm gonna
okay?
mute the retard, and then what
I
I'm gonna
think we
do
can
is
all
I'm
get
gonna
it through
read
our
out the
heads that
argument. Right? And
somehow
what I'm
things
gonna
need
do
to be
after I
simple
read
in
out the
life
argument,
than
right, is
just
ask
be a
him
fucking
which premise of the
illiterate
argument that he
philosopher
denies,
wannabe.
right? So
You're
the
not
first premise is
Einstein,
for all x, for
Papa.
all y, for
I
all
think
z. Right?
Einstein,
If x
this
is the
type
same
of
god
shit,
as
he
y,
could probably
and y
understand.
is the same god as z,
Me?
right? Then
Me?
x is the
Oh,
same
yeah,
god
yeah,
as
yeah.
z.
No, I
Okay,
don't think
that's
I
the
could
first
understand
premise. No,
this
the
even
second
if I
premise
studied
is
it for
for
12
all x,
years.
for all
I'll hop
y,
off my
if
dick
x is the same god
and
as
go
y,
back
then
studying
y is
your
the same god as
Einstein
x.
fucking
And then
Bart
the
Ehrman
third premise
bullshit,
is for
okay?
all x, for all
I
y.
bet you do watch
If
Bart
x
Ehrman
is
and you see
the
him quote
if x is
unquote
the
cook
same
Christian
person with respect to
Muslims
God as
and
y,
Jews.
then x is
How about
equal
that?
to y, right? And then the
Okay,
fourth
now you're gonna
premise,
cook more,
right, is if
Fall
it's
for
the
my
case
rage
that
bait.
it's or sorry, if it's not the case that
Hey, fall for my rage bait.
persons in the
You're a
Trinity,
good
F
bitch for
and
falling
S,
for my
right,
rage
are
bait. You're
not
my
the
actual
same person,
son.
right,
Say
with
good boy.
respect to God.
Say I
And
love you,
it's
Father.
not
Say
the
I love
case
you,
that
Father.
F
My
and H are
son.
the same person with respect to God. And it's not the case that H of S are the same person with respect to God.
Look at him.
And it
Look at him.
is the case that F and F are the same person with respect to God.
Legacy, did you
And
hear
it's
me?
the
I
case
just
that
wanna make
S and S
sure.
are the same person with respect to God. And H and H are the same
Shit.
person with
Okay,
respect to
my
God.
microphone off.
And for all
Literally
X,
just a
if
fucking biconditional with a
X
bunch
is
of
a godhead,
discussion, bro.
if and only if,
You
right,
don't look good in this debate, bro.
F is the same God if X or F of X or F and X are the same person with respect to God, right? Or if X is the same or if F is the same person as X with respect to God, or right, S and X are the same person with respect to God, or H and X are the same person with respect to God, right? Yeah. So do you deny? So let's just step back for a second. Which premise do you deny? So I write it out for you. I write out the first three premises in natural language, right? We got the simple, straightforward retard translation, right? So presumably you'd end up rejecting a premise, right? Since it's been delivered to you in natural language.
I'll read it for you, okay? It says for all x,
Which
all
premise do
y,
you
and all
deny?
z, x and y holds R, and
Bro, it was
y and
already
z
read
holds
out. You have
R, then...
response?
Listen,
Wait,
I
what did you say
understand...
about Y? Wait, what did
I
you say about Y
understand
and
what
Z?
the... I understand how to read the argument. The matter of fact
Wait, hold
is
on.
that
Wait,
these
just to be clear,
variables...
Okay,
can you read out
what
These
premise do you reject?
variables... Yeah, right, I'm reading it out for you, because
Alright, yeah,
what you
let's
said
hear it.
earlier was
I just read
completely,
it. I just read out the
unintelligible.
first four premises for you, retard. Are you
No,
okay?
no, you actually, no, you repeated
You
yourself 7 times when
you
you
actually
know what
did.
you
You
were
know it's
saying.
on recording that I did that,
You had
right?
no
You
clue what
know
you were
that
saying.
shit with
Wait,
the
wait,
retard.
you
You know, you can just look at the
post that right
recording
now.
of me reading out what the
Post that
argument is
right
to
now.
you. This is such a bad look. You understand? Anyone can just see that you're dead wrong about this, right?
But the shit is not going well for you. If you told me to post it right now.
Now let's just get clear, right? Which premise do you
just
reject?
be
I just
dead
read out the
ass clear,
four
right?
premises for the
You have to
entire
post it
VC in natural language, and now you're running away. You're terrified right now. Which premise do you deny, retard?
Wait,
You just said you
hold
could
on.
read all of them,
Post
so
the
what premise do you deny?
recording. Post the
He's gonna
recording
keep
is
on
on.
beating his chest, he's gonna keep on crying in the background, he's gonna keep on running away. What premise do you deny, retard?
Wait,
That's
just to be
actually
clear,
funny,
can you
bro.
post this video?
Wait, just to be clear,
Yes,
what premise do you reject? Wait, just to be clear, why are you running the
Wait,
fuck
wait,
away?
can you stop
Just to be
barking?
clear, why were you
Oh, I
beating your
didn't
chest
stop
despite the
so
fact you're not
much.
capable of engaging? Wait, just to be clear, why are you mumbling in the background and dodging the question? Wait, just to be clear, why did you claim that you were capable of reading the argument in natural language when you had to have your dumb fuck friend repeatedly emit noise in the background to buy you time so you can figure out how to read the argument? Wait, answer the question, retard. What premise do you deny? I don't know why you're doing this rhetoric thing when you're fucking dog shit at rhetoric. I'm sorry, it's an incredibly bad look. What premise do you deny?
First of
We're
all,
gonna get
second
more
of all,
rhetoric from the we're gonna get more rhetoric from the retard who's fucking dog shit at rhetoric. I don't understand why people like this do this thing where they beat their chest, where they act as though they're confident, when the moment that they engage substantively, they fucking collapse. Holy shit.
I mean, how
Yeah,
about
Legacy,
this?
what premise do you deny?
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna read it out for the last time. So
No,
you're
you
just
don't
saying
have to do it anyway.
first premise. You're saying for the first
Bro, we
premise.
know you
for
asked AI.
Y and Z.
Just tell
What
us the
premise do you
you
deny?
deny.
Wait, say a number, retard. Which premise do you
Just to be
deny?
clear,
Just to be clear, just to be clear. Wait, just to be clear, just to be
Bro,
clear.
it's
Which
like
premise do you
obvious
deny?
you asked
Legacy?
AI, bro. Just tell us what.
Has
Oh
anyone seen
my days,
Legacy give a
wait, is this the
performance
reviews that
fucking
you
dog
bring me to the
shit?
server so you can bring the versions
He's
to
gonna keep on
Marky?
crying. Now he's gonna move to meta. I'm sorry, Legacy. You're dog shit at meta. I don't know why you're pivoting to it. You're wrong on the meta because
Wait,
you're
can you,
dodging the
like-
question right now. Every single time you try to bring up a new dumb fuck meta point, I can redirect your limited amount of cognition to the fact that you're dodging the question, right? What is the premise of the argument that you deny?
Yeah, that shit's
which
repetitive
premise?
as fuck.
What's the premise of the
Yeah,
argument?
what's
that
the
you deny?
premise?
Just
That,
give
are
the
you like
number,
asking
retard.
AI to let you know what to deny?
No, wait, hold
so what
on.
do
You
you
said the
deny?
same thing over and
Hold
over
on,
again.
wait, just
You
to
know
be
I'm
clear,
not
wait,
keeping you.
hold on, just to be clear, what premise do you deny, retard?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna read out the
Hold
argument
on, just to be
because
clear, hold on. let me-
Bro, we
hold on,
all
just to be
understand
clear.
that you
because it's
asked
clear to me.
He
No,
wants to
listen.
read out the argument.
Listen, no. It's quite clear to me because I asked you whether or not you're capable of
premise
constructing
do you
this in
deny?
like a
Wait,
natural notation, and it seems to me that you have like an inability to do so. So that's why I'm actually gonna entertain your shitty
Premise do you
argument.
deny,
You claim to
retard?
be
I don't know why you keep on
intellectual, but
beating the
it
fuck
seems
up,
to me
beating
you
your
kind of
chest just to
construct
get beat the
your
fuck
argument
down.
in
I
natural
don't know why you have
That's
all
the
this
first issue.
confidence in the discussion introduction when you're such a
So
minded fucking.
I'm gonna read out your
I
argument.
understand why you have so much confidence. The reason this is because you realize that you look really fucking bad. So the only thing you can do is double, no triple down on all of the dumb fuck things that you're saying previously in the conversation. And continue to act as though you're not getting blown the fuck out. Because maybe, just maybe, it'll fool someone. Whereas if you were to concede and you were to just admit that you're wrong, it would like be almost undeniable that you've been blown the fuck out. Holy shit, I realize it now. Now, what premise of the argument you deny, Legacy? Hold on, just to be clear, what premise?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, hold on. Holy shit, you're just so predictable. You can just keep on repeating the same exact retard rhetorical tactic after I put it out.
God, he's barking, bro. This guy's a fucking
weighing in his mind the two options of either not using the rhetorical tactic and having nothing to say, or using the rhetorical tactic and looking like a fucking retard because I already pointed out that he's using that tactic. Legacy, what premise do you deny? It's not difficult. It's just say a number, retard.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna read the argument.
He's been broken. You've just been reduced down to nothing.
This is just like, wait, can we like dive into the substance of the dialogue? Because it seems to me you're just running
See what premise you deny, and you're moving the rhetoric every single time we ask you. All you said is that you're gonna read out the fucking argument. As though the people here are capable of doing it. As though I didn't read out the first four premises of the argument in natural language. You brain dead fucking retard. Holy shit, and now you're trying to do the rhetoric thing again, but I'm sorry, you're fucking dog shit at the rhetoric. You were just reduced down to somewhat sobbing mess, and now you're trying to take the fuck away to rhetoric.
Oh my
I'm sorry,
fucking
it
days.
won't work.
Look at these boyfriends stuck themselves.
What premise do you deny?
So you're losing horribly here, bro. This isn't a good
Wait, just to be clear, I'm losing horribly because of what reason?
Just to be clear, wait, hold on, just to be clear. Notice I was trying to take it away from our question.
Wait, hold on. I asked you if it's the case that you can construct this in like a national notation. You said you couldn't, so it seems to me that you're not just listening to the state.
Hold on, wait, hold on.
Wait, can you yes or no? Can you yes or no?
Wait, hold on, yes or no, wait, just to be clear, what premise do you deny? Hold on.
Can you yes or
Just to be
no?
clear, what premise do you deny?
Wait, just to be clear, can you answer the
Wait,
question?
hold on, just to be clear, what premise do you deny? Wait, hold on, just to be clear, what premise do you deny? Just unlock you have nothing?
You say the premise you deny, stop dodging.
This might be the easiest debate I've ever had.
Right, I'm gonna read out the premise. Hold on.
Wait, hold on, I'm gonna read out the argument. Wait, hold on, just to be clear. Wait, hold on, just to be clear. Just to be clear, hold on, I'm gonna read out the argument.
Are you gonna read out the premise you deny?
Alright, Paul and
Yo, Legacy, so what?
I haven't even gone through premise 3 yet. Calm down.
You're
Okay, so you're still
You're
stuck. So it's been like 15 minutes.
Bro, did you guys like practice this shit? Like, you guys speak in unison. It seems to me like you guys like
I'm sure it sounds very
spend your free time practicing on how you can fucking attack people.
Very, very basic logic. I understand the fact that you want to read out the entire argument since
Wait, you understand the reason why, right? Because firstly, your boyfriend can't even construct a simple argument in national notation. And secondly, your other boyfriend's barking. Like, less barking, more biting, right?
Reading it naturally, but it's a really fucking bad look for you. I'm sorry, the reason we look incredibly coordinated to you is because we're a retard, is because you're a retard, and because it's very, very easy to spot the low-level blunder that you made. It doesn't take much cognition to spot how you're being retarded and how you're dodging the question. So every single person in unison is spotting you doing the same retarded thing, which is dodging the question and putting it the fuck out. It's incredibly easy, Legacy. Holy shit. Now what premise do you deny? Don't say, well, hold on, just to be clear, don't read out the argument, don't pull another thing, right there, or not another thing, the same exact thing that you've pulled out previously, out of your fucking bag of tricks, retard, out of your retarded bag of tricks. What premise are you denying? There's no escape. What premise? Are you done? Are you done? Wait, hold on, just to be clear, wait, hold on, just to be clear, are you done?
Yo, bro,
what premise are you denying?
Bro.
Alright, wait, who exactly am I debating here?
He doesn't know who am I debating right now? Where am I? How did I join this VC? What the fuck is happening?
Wait, okay, listen.
Wait, hold on, just listen. Wait, hold on.
Hold on. You understand that if you want me to read the argument, if you want me to read the argument, I don't need like an alarm on my ear, right?
It's been 16 minutes.
I don't need an alarm on my ear.
Someone even wrote it out for you in natural language.
How does it take you so long to read the argument?
How is it so long? The argument was presented to you 16 minutes ago, bro. What's going on here?
Wallahi, this is embarrassing.
I also wrote it in caveman language for you to understand better.
This
So
is a
just
bad look, bro.
which premise
This
do
is a
you
bad look.
deny? Because you don't understand first
We don't
order
want you to read
logic
it
and
out,
all
man. I
that
don't
shit,
care
bro.
about it at all, bro.
We don't want to hear you read it out and possibly blunder.
Yeah,
We
real
just wanna know
shit.
what you
Hold
read
Yeah,
out.
we just
Hold
want you
on.
to pick number 1
Just
through
answer the
6.
question, little boy. How about that? So,
What do you deny?
Oh my days, niggas suck their dick off.
1 through 6, please.
Hello?
Yeah,
That's
one
not a
through six.
number.
Wait, hold on. I need clarity on premise 5.
you fucking
What do
idiot.
you not understand?
What do you need? Yeah. what do you
can't
know?
read it?
Yeah. So premise 5 says there exists an X such that X holds G and X holds T, and for all Y holds G and Y holds T. Therefore, Y and X holds R. I need clarity on that.
Wait, do you not understand what R means?
Do you think when we ask you what about
Wait.
the premise you need clarity on, and then
No,
you just
that's
read
not
out the
what's being
premise, and that's
asked.
telling us what
I was
requires
asking you to
clarity?
elucidate.
Wait, what part of the premise are you
And
confused
by
on?
the
You
way,
just read out the
yeah.
premise, retard.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You asked
Do
me
you
what
think
part of the
slowly,
premise.
like,
I read out the
struggling to
entirety
read
of the
through the
premise, so it's clear
premise
to
will
me
help us get clear
that
on
the
what part
entirety of the
premise
premise is
you're confused
unclear.
on? Yeah, what part of... Wait, okay, so just to be clear, we'll read out natural language, right, because we have the caveman translation for the retard. So there is one thing that is God and also is triune, and if anything is God and triune, then then all God things same God, okay? So that's the caveman translation that's been written out for the retard. Right, so now is there something you're confused on with respect to the
Why is your
caveman
boyfriend, like,
translation
speaking
that was
for
written
you?
out for the retard?
Just
Yes or
tell him
no?
that he's missing a parenthesis somewhere. But I
Dude,
think
it's
it goes to the end, so
literally
it's really not a big deal.
relatively simple here, right?
Look, Death Note, I want to talk to you, right? Because initially the debate was between me and you. I don't know why your boyfriend is like...
Yeah, I know you want to run away.
defending you.
Let's be
Bro.
clear, what do
But
you
I'm
not
happy to pass it off the death note.
Yeah, I just told you the entirety of premise 5 there.
Yeah, telling us you don't understand the
entirety?
entirety
What
of
the
it
hell are you
doesn't tell us
talking about?
exactly what you don't understand.
Retard. I'm telling you exactly what I don't understand. The entirety of premise 5 is unclear.
Okay, so just to
Retard,
be
I don't
clear,
understand any
are
of
you
it,
not
retard.
understanding that there exists some x such that g of x and t of x, and for all y, g of y and t of y entails ryx, which is the same
Yeah,
thought?
could you just like
You don't
decipher
understand?
what those variables cash out there?
Well, it's all right there. I'll
Well, wait, it's written right under the...
Wait, hold on. Wait. Reading it out isn't going to elucidate what it even means there, right?
Well, I just told you what it means, right?
Well, listen, retard, you just read it out. That's not going to clear
I
out
don't
what's
know why
being
you're trying to
asked.
get rhetorical, considering it took you 15 minutes.
Wait, I'm trying to get rhetorical. Your boyfriend was getting rhetorical for you. But again, for the last time, reading out chapter 5,
mental breakdown
because
into
it
the
seems
next
to me that
conversation.
you're actually clueless on the logic that you're using there. Because you don't even know what premise 5 is even cashing out. So can you even like explain what premise 5 is?
Just calm down.
I just
So I'm
told
gonna
you
write a very simple natural language.
Retard, you just read out premise 5
I know that
and then told me that, yeah, that's the
psychologically
explanation and the elucidation from premise 5.
The fuck
Yeah,
out.
it's
He's
relatively
like fucking rubbing his temples like, oh,
Right, so
in my head. But I'm
what's
sorry,
going
this
to
is
be
a
like the
fucking
elucidation for premise
You wrote
5?
a caveman translation. You didn't understand the caveman translation. Now I'm gonna write another caveman translation for the retard. And let's see if he tracks it this time.
But anyways, you understand that when you try to elucidate something, it's presumably going to contain like new predicates, right? You've just reread premise 5 and
Yeah,
just
you
told
haven't
me,
told
yeah,
us
that's
exactly
the
what you
clarity of premise 5. Are you retarded?
Yeah, you haven't told us exactly what you don't understand, dumbass.
Retard! I just told you exactly what it is. It's the entirety of premise 5. It's not rocket science.
Wait, hold on, just and then we can see where you're having an error.
Well, I just take it to be unintelligible, so I don't know what exactly is it
take
stating.
this basic first order logic sentence.
Wait, so just to be clear, right? What is it actually cashing out there? Just to be clear?
Yeah, it's stating.
Just to be clear, just to be clear, can you read the...
Let me type this on ChatGPT real quick.
Alright, wait, real quick. So I wrote out a natural language translation.
Right, it's just stating that given something is God and triune, it'll be the same God.
Wait, what's the argument for that?
Are you retarded? That's your position, no?
No, hold on. What do you think? Wait, just to be clear, right? Just to be clear, because it seems to me that you don't even understand my position. What do you think my position is?
Oh my god,
Wait, what do you think Trinitarianism is? Wait, just to be clear, what do you think Trinitarianism is?
Yeah, I hold to the view, specifically that land Trinitarianism, I'm pretty sure that's what you're taking up, which is going to state that there is something that is God, there's one God within three persons, right? There's three persons that are all God. Specifically under the relative identity view, there's going to be three persons that are all the same God. Specifically, the land Trinitarianism also has the additional thing, which is that God is triune. And that's the thing that's being expressed there. So what do you not understand? And why did you ask me?
Okay, so just to be clear, you haven't even exhausted what the Trinitarian view is, and you try to explain what the Latin Trinitarian view is.
Just to be clear, why did you ask me for the argument for 5 when 5 is just stating your view? Are you
Wait, hold on, that's not what was being said there. You said if there's something which is God and something which is triune, therefore that thing is God.
Because he's a brain dead retard. That's
lost.
the reason he said that. He can give whatever
Wait, so just to be clear, what's
every
premise
single
5
person
again for
here
the
is
last fucking time?
completely incompetent with
I
respect
just
to logic.
explained it to you. What did you not understand?
Wait, again, I just told you for the last fucking time, what's premise 5?
Wait, hold on, Legacy. The recording will show that I told you what it is. Repeat back to me what I told
Right,
you.
retard, but it seems to me that when I tried to repeat back what you claimed to... Wait, hold on. When I just repeated back what you claimed...
Just to be clear, the recording will show
Just to
me
be fucking dead-ass freaking clear there, right? When I repeated back what you just claimed, you said to me that my explanation was erroneous. I disclaimed your position. So, for the last fucking time, because it seems to me that you're trying to regurgitate misinformation from your boyfriend, right? What's premise 5 again? Just to be that
So
clear?
the fifth premise is as follows, right? There exists some x such that x is God and x is triune with respect to God. And for all y, if y is God
Bro, I
and y is
just
triune with
I just
respect to
gone
God,
mute. What were you
then
saying?
y is the same
Bro,
God as
just
x.
read, by
So
the
now
way.
we have a natural language translation. So are you confused on the natural language translation?
Wait,
Yes
I
or
had
no?
you on mute. I had you on mute.
I heard you on mute. Yeah, so I'll read it
Good
out
boy,
again for
repeat
you,
after
retard.
me, good
And
boy.
the entire VC will be listening, right, to you not understanding
Wait,
something
wait,
incredibly
wait,
basic
wait,
because you're
wait,
retarded.
you're choking on my
Right, so
cough.
there
Try
exists
again,
an x
nigga.
such that x is God and x is
You're choking
triune
on my
with
cough. Try
respect to God.
again.
And for all y, if y is God and y is triune with respect to God, then y is the same God as x. Do you understand?
Yeah, I don't know how
Yes
this
or
is
no?
logically
Don't
possible. I was
don't
going less
blow me, don't
intelligent than
prevaricate,
that.
don't smirk the fuck out, and don't try to get rhetorical with me because
This guy
when that
has no
happened
clue
earlier,
what
you
he's
got
saying. So Defo, for the
you
last fucking
sound like
time,
a fucking
it seems to
moron
me
right
you're
now. I don't know
incompetent
why
to
you
lay
keep
out
on
your
doing
argument
this
there,
thing
right?
where
And
whenever
then
there's a
usually,
very clear,
since you're
concise,
the
substantive
proponent of
point,
the argument, I would expect you to actually know what you're saying there. So do you even know what premise 5 is, yes or no?
I'm sorry, it's an incredibly bad look every single time it happens.
bad
You
look
keep
for
on getting stomached time after time after time.
This is bad look for me, this is not going well for you.
You keep
So
on
what's
stumbling over
going
yourself
to
with
be
your
the
fucking loud
explanation
mic.
for premise
I'm sorry,
5?
I
I
have
need
a loud
clarity
mic,
of that.
but at least I have non-dog shit speaking skills such that I'm not constantly getting stomached and fucking stumbling over myself the way that you are right now. Holy fucking shit. Now
guy's
I
like
read out
choking
the
my
premise
cough.
in actual language. I made it incredibly basic for you. I mean, it's so basic that a fucking retard like you could understand it who's not capable of reading logic.
Look,
Now,
it
do
seems
you
to me you're the
understand the
retarded
fifth
one, right?
premise?
Because
As I said it in
I'm
natural language, yes or no? Oh,
I
you're
had
the
you on
retard.
mute.
Yeah, do
So
you understand it? Yes or no?
Your expression was
Yes or
incomplete to
no?
me. So
Yes
for
or
the last
no?
fucking time, right?
Yes or
And
no?
actually, I don't
Yes
even
or
need
no?
your take. I don't need you to
Just to be
sound
clear,
like
wait,
your
hold on,
boyfriend
just to be
say
clear.
it,
Wait,
right?
do you
I
understand
want
it? Yes or
what
no?
your
Don't
boyfriend,
keep on monologuing, don't keep on
has to say
rambling
about his
because
own
no one wants to hear
argument
the
there.
retard.
Unless what you're telling me is that you
retard.
contributed
Do you
to his
understand the
argument,
fifth premise in natural
and then the
language as
argument's
I've written
completely
it
dog
out,
shit, and
as
you
I've
needed
said
two
it
people
a
to
plethora of different
contribute
times?
this
Yes
dog
or
shit
no?
ass argument.
He's gonna keep on rambling, yes or no?
So for the last fucking time, right?
He's
What's
never
going
gonna
to be
answer
the
the question.
explanation for
He's
premise
just keep on
5?
fucking monologuing. Holy shit. Because he understands the fact that if he says yes, he does understand it, then he has to engage with the argument. And he understands the fact that if he says no, he doesn't understand it, then he looks like a fucking retard. That's the reason he's not engaging with it right now. Is the answer yes or no, Legacy? Do you understand? The premise, as I've run it out a plethora of different times, in natural language, as I've written it out.
For the last time! Whoever proposed
keep on
this, whoever
smirking.
constructed this
Holy
argument,
bro.
I'll prefer them.
He's just
Wait,
getting
I'm
worried.
you got your boyfriend doing it, you got your
Who's
boyfriend.
using rhetoric against me? The person who's just using rhetoric against me is
That
having a
shit was
fucking
rhetorical.
breakdown right now. They're a sobbing mess. They keep on stumbling over themselves. They dodge every single question, and they keep on freaking the fuck out whenever I try to get a clear, concise answer.
So,
now,
just
is the
to be
answer
clear,
yes or
you,
no?
like,
So just to be
engineered this
clear, so
argument?
just to be clear, so just to be
Was
clear,
it
you're
boyfriend or
retard.
was
So
it
just to
you?
be clear, you're not answering my yes or no. So just to be clear, you keep on recycling the same rhetorical tactics. Is the answer yes or no, Legacy? I don't want the same exact old tricks that you use in the conversation. Is it yes or no?
Wait, yes or no to what?
The fucking question! Do you understand the fifth premise?
No
As I
shit,
said
no
in natural language, yes or
shit.
no?
Wow, really? To your question, no shit, what's your
Oh,
question?
well, oh shit, you didn't remember the question. Now you're trying to use rhetoric after not remembering the question that was seconds ago.
hold on,
You're
I was
fucking
talking
retard.
over you,
Holy
and
shit.
also I have you on
Usually when someone uses rhetoric and they like point out something someone else does, and they try to like make them look bad, it's because they have some slight bit of social awareness. But it sounds like you don't have a slightest bit of social awareness, such that you can tell that not remembering the question that's been asked so many different fucking times, you probably would have heard it even if you were talking over me. And even though there are a plethora of different times where you were talking over me and I got the question through, it would be incredibly
This guy's like a
fucking
low
bad
tier
look.
cracker. How you
You're gonna get
packing it?
backbone out of this conversation. Oh, this guy's a low tier. And by the way, the person calling me a low tier can barely read first order logic, didn't understand an incredibly basic fifth premise, and then after Death explained how his
After the same guy that just repeated the same premise, and then claims to understand first order logic.
That doesn't fully exhaust utilitarianism. As though for him to show that it's a commitment to the fifth premise, you'd have to fully exhaust
Wait, if he doesn't look good to me,
you just, as I've said,
if he doesn't look good
stepping
to
on
me,
race and
whoever recorded
Jesus
this,
Christ.
please post it,
Now let's get a
please.
yes or no answer. I know you've heard the question. You can keep on pretending that you have.
Listen, I don't know why you went on a lecture to simply just reiterate what the question was, right? All that's being asked is what the question is.
So let's get a clear answer. Is the answer yes or no that you understand the fifth premise as I've said it in natural language multiple different times?
Well, hold on. Wait. You don't understand what I said. I gave you an answer to that.
Yes or no?
I gave you an answer to that.
Yes, sir. Just to be clear. Wait, hold on. 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 Just to be clear. You think saying you've had me on mute is an answer to the question? And by the way, you understand there's been a
retard. Hold on a minute. You're asking me a yes or no question. I'm not going to answer your question if I don't even know what your question is asking.
Because you engage with the other things that I've said in the discussion?
Wait, just to be clear, just because I engage within
Holy shit, whenever you get stomach, notice I was just to be clear, because he knows he has to say something. So he selects the thing that looks retarded because I've already put out multiple different times how
Wait, for the last time, dude.
Wait, hold on, just to be clear.
What's the question?
Wait, hold on, just to be clear, what's the question? Yeah, I'll repeat the question. Do you understand the fifth premise, as I've said it in natural language multiple different times? Retard.
Wait, retard. Reading a natural language isn't going to clear up what's being asked you.
This is never gonna answer. It's like
You guys genuinely believe that you guys are like philosophers or some shit? What was being asked is that exactly? I need clarity on premise 5. So what exactly is premise 5 cashing out here? You're spitting it out in natural language, which I've already done. Doesn't clear out the very thing which is in
natural language
question.
translation that I gave. Don't act as though I'm saying something that you've already, or asking something redundant. Don't act as though I'm asking something that's already been asked throughout the course of the conversation. Well, I have a question that nobody else has asked. I'm asking you a very specific, very clear, very poignant question, which is, do you understand the fifth premise as I've translated it into natural language? Yes or no?
Retard!
No more, hold on, no more retard. Just to be clear, it's yes or no.
Did you want an answer to that? Yes or no? Did you want an answer to that? Yes or no? Did you want an answer to that? Yes or no? Did you want an answer to that? Yes or no? Did you want an answer to that? Yes or no?
I just said yes, retard.
Okay, yeah, firstly it's a no, firstly it's a no from last.
Okay, so you don't understand the natural language translation. Holy shit! Wait, so just to be clear, he didn't understand this very symbolically. He didn't understand Death Note's natural language translation. He didn't understand Gaming Argument's natural language translation. And now he doesn't understand my natural language.
What exactly my question? I read it out in natural language. So reading it out in natural language isn't going to explain the very thing which is in question.
He's being linear in the discussion. It'll seem like he thinks that it'll seem as though he's like really trying to seek clarity here. But at this point, you're fucking
right, when you presented you something, presumably you're not going to reiterate the same thing, right? It's going to be like you trying to contain the explanation. I'm genuinely rereading the very thing in question isn't going to explain to me what I'm confused about, right?
The fifth premise after being told what it is 4 fucking times, and like holy shit, this is insane. This is like the easiest fucking debate I've ever had. This is just me walking over you over and over.
Listen, I don't know why your boyfriend's so dense, and I don't know why this is like even a
I didn't think I'd be able to dispatch you as badly as I did earlier.
So
but holy fucking shit, this instance
do you have the ability to fucking explain what premise 5 means then?
Blow him the fuck out.
Wait, just to be crystal clear, because we have a recording by the way, I explained exactly what it was stating.
No, you didn't, retard. You reread premise 5. That's not an explanation, just to be clear, right?
We have a recording by the way, so you're lying.
Okay, please post it. Post it.
Yo,
it'll be posted to you. You'll be permanently embarrassed.
Send me that recording.
By the way, I'll just give the quick psychoanalysis, right? He's acting confused as if he doesn't understand P5 because he has no idea how to attack the argument. Right?
I'll ask you for the argument for it, right? So it's clear to me that I do understand what premise 5 is cashing out there.
He thinks
You
if he
remember
acts like he
earlier
doesn't
when he
understand,
said,
it'll look
I
good for him.
disagree with the argument as a whole, and now he's saying he doesn't understand the
What the fuck? This is not going well for you. That's not what was being said there. What was being said is I disagree with premise 5.
Wait, you disagree with P5,
Yeah,
but you don't
disagree
understand?
with the premise
Holy
you don't
shit, this guy's
understand,
lost.
retard?
Holy-
Holy
Wait,
shit.
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say? I disagree with premise 5, but I don't understand what?
Premise
Yo,
he doesn't
turn down
understand.
your mic.
This is
I would literally-
Wait, hold on. Retard.
Back it up.
I asked
I
you.
what you're saying. Turn down your fucking microphone, bro. That ass.
Yeah, wait, I'm just gonna mute this retard, and what we're gonna get is a recap of what's happened in this conversation. Right, so we've given it symbolically, the fifth premise, by the way, with a glossary. Death Note gave it in natural language. Gaby gave it in natural language, and then I gave it in natural language, and he still doesn't understand what the fifth premise is saying. Holy
I
fucking
just
shit!
read it in natural language. When you asked me,
No, you look really good in this discussion.
clarity on. I said premise 5 and I read it out in
Wait,
natural language.
premise
So
five?
read
Just to be
It's
clear,
gonna do shit to me here.
just to be clear, is there a single term you're confused on? Like a
I just
single one?
said to you that when you
Wait, is there a single term you're confused on? Yes or no? Holy shit, is there a single term you're confused on? Hello, Legacy, retard. Is there a single term you're confused on?
Everything in question there.
Is there a single term you're confused on in the fifth premise?
So just to be dead ass fucking
Is that the answer? Just to be clear, hold on, just to be clear, hold on. Legacy, you're just fucking broken, you're a robot right now. You keep on pivoting to 3 rhetorical tactics and every single one of them are completely fucking dog shit. Jesus. Just stumble at the end. So let's just be clear, is there a single term in the fifth premise that you're confused on? Because you said you don't understand it, so I'm just wondering, just to clarify, if there's a term in the fifth premise
This is
you're
going
confused
nowhere, right?
on.
I'm gonna try for
Yeah, I agree, it's not going anywhere, it's going all over the place, because you keep on bringing a bunch of random bullshit instead of answering the question. You keep on using rhetorical jabs, and I have to systematically diffuse them every single time, because I don't want anyone coming away thinking that you did remotely well in 10 seconds, and I think I've done that incredibly well. Nobody is gonna walk away from this conversation thinking that you did even remotely well, except for fucking well, and the reason that you're the only one who's gonna walk away thinking that you did remotely well is because you lack the requisite social skills to tell them about pulling the fuck out in this conversation. You've been stomped in every single sense of the word. You've been embarrassed. You've been humiliated. And nonetheless, you feel the need to keep on rambling in the next 1/10 of the conversation, thinking it'll rescue your dog shit rhetorical performance in the previous 9/10 of the conversation. But I hate to break the bad news to you, dumb fuck. It won't. You've been stomped. You've been thoroughly dispatched. And all you can do is continue to monologue in the middle of your monologue when you realize you weren't answering the question to rescue your dumb fuck monologue. But yeah, you've been stomped in every single sense of the word. You're so low to your broke, you're stumbling over yourself now. Holy fucking shit.
Anyways, look, that's not my profession. My profession is simply this. Death Note, did you want to...
You're actually completely lost in this discussion, by the way. By the way, the recording has you stating that you don't agree with P5. It has you stating you don't understand what P5 is stating, and somehow, suddenly, randomly, you ask for an argument for P5. Like, you're actually just completely lost in this discussion, right?
Wait a minute, just
Did you want to engage with the because I see because your boyfriend that back up you.
You're getting completely recorded this calm here. It's not a good look for you, by the way.
Now he's gonna keep on crying.
So just to be clear, did you want to engage with him in dialogue?
I like set him off. I like fucking.
Legacy, you're losing on the meta, you're losing rhetorically. Focus on the actual substance, right? So what
Yes
do you
or no?
actually disagree with? What premise?
Was that yes or no?
Yeah, what premise do you deny?
Wait, could you engage with him in dialogue, yes or no?
The dialogue already has been engaged, buddy. It was explained to you crystally clear. Hold on, calm down.
Wait, I'm genuinely curious. I wonder if Legacy has this norm against not answering a yes or no question.
Firstly,
it sounds like you might have a norm against that. I guess I'm wondering. It's like every single time he asks a yes or no question, he says yes or no. That's very, very interesting. Legacy, I have a problem with people responding to yes or no questions without yes or no. Is that something that you have a problem with?
I need you to read
He's broken.
What's he asked is what exactly is premise 5?
No one here thinks you look good because there's translations in multiple different ways. It's already been explained to you in the call.
I understand that no one here in the ETH server was
Retard, guys, I don't understand the fifth premise. Retard. I can't answer the question about if I'm confused or determine the fifth premise. Retard. I keep on pivoting between three rhetorical tactics that are all fucking dog shit. Retard.
Also, it's kind of ironic because you asked me.
I agree, it's very ironic when you're calling us retarded, because every single sense in which you, like, someone could count as retarded is a sense of the term that you satisfy. Holy fucking shit.
Hey, by the way, you're Christian, bro. Don't speak like that. Thank you.
That's the issue of speaking like that.
It's like not befitting of a Christian. Doesn't look good.
Wait, so it's just like
a horrible look for you, by the way, Legacy. You look
vulgar.
Can you show me?
Just to be clear, wait, yes or no? Wait, just to be clear, hold on.
Can you show me any consulars or church fathers that make up the expressions being like immoral?
You want me to show you people telling you not to speak vulgarly?
Well, yeah, but presumably like authoritative answers, by the way.
I don't. Just gonna leave.
Wait, Legacy, hold on. Just to be clear, do you have Down syndrome? Wait, Legacy, hold on. Just to be clear, do you have Down syndrome?
No, but it seems to me you have autism.
No, wait, hold on. Just to be clear, are you sure? Hold on, wait. Yeah, just to be clear, are you sure? By the way, notice how he's genuinely engaging with his rhetorical tactics, because to him it's not something that's completely fucking retarded, but it's something that's completely normal. Repeating the same exact three mannerisms that all make him look fucking retarded.
Dude, I just want to ask this Legacy guy a relatively simple
Wait, just to be clear, you have no social awareness.
Just to try and get out the argument, and you can't even get out what premise 5 even means. You ain't even
Legacy,
you can't explain basic things to me, guys. You're losing. You're losing. You can't explain basic things to me.
You ask for an argument for P5, and now you're stating you don't understand P5. So is it the case that you asked an argument for something you never understood?
Wait, hold on.
That makes you look.
He's never gonna answer that. By the way.
Wait.
You understand that makes you look like.
What was initially being said? What was initially being said?
He's never gonna answer that.
You asked for an argument for P5.
I said to you. Hold on. I said to you.
Why are you asking for arguments for things you don't understand?
What's the argument for your explanation? You gave me the
asking for an argument for explanation.
He's like throwing everything out. He's like using every single trick in the fucking book right now.
I asked you for the argument. You gave me an explanation of what you thought my position was, and I told you that's not my position. So presumably,
do you understand the natural language now or not?
Wait, how does this guy... Wait, just to be clear, everyone just heard that on recording as well. He stated 5 is not his position, but he also doesn't understand it.
It seems to me you
how is he analyzed that it's not his position
if he doesn't understand
premise
5 is in that language,
how do you know that's not your
repeated
position
me
if you don't understand it?
He also said it was
Legacy, you understand that you're like trying to run through this dialect that you have.
Does Legacy think he'll die if he doesn't stop rambling? I think I figured out his behavior. Wait, holy shit, I figured out why he's doing this. He has OCD and he's just always gonna struggle when he stops rambling. Holy fucking shit, this explains everything. Jesus.
When you
oh fuck, Legacy, we figured you out. Oh
is
shit.
it the case that what's being asked is that you just reread it in natural language, yes or no?
Do you speak English, bro?
Wait, you think that was in English? Oh my days.
Legacy, you look horribly here, bro.
Notice how Legacy's gonna freak out, demand a yes or no for his irrelevant retard question, while simultaneously dodging the current yes or no question that's on the table?
Was that a yes or no, just to be clear?
Was that a yes or no? Was that a yes or no to the initial question that Death Note asked, retard?
Repeat after me, good
Was that a yes or no to Death Note's question, Legacy? Was that a yes or no? Oh shit, we're gonna get another detached ramble, we're not getting an answer to the question. By the way, is this the person who demanded yes or no's? It's the person who actively is dodging yes or no question that's on the table right now. That's his retard yes or no question. I think you're a moron. Oh shit, the drooling retard thinks I'm a moron. Oh fuck. Oh shit, does the drooling retard think I'm a moron? What the fuck?
You know what words mean?
I mean, how many times do
Wait,
you have to
this guy's like incompetent to answer. Let's ask you, C.
This Legacy guy looks so stupid.
I mean, we gave
like
you
everyone just
Caveman, we
understands he
gave,
looks stupid.
We
Everyone in a cycle filled
It's
with
so sad
emotions
for you, bro. It's so sad. He literally asked for an argument for P5, but somehow doesn't understand P5 and states
so I'm gonna
P5
explain to you
his
what's
position.
being said there, right?
I mean, how
Ask
can
you
it
for
be
the
the case
argument
that
for
he's
premise
asking for
5.
an argument?
You said that
and
my
it's also
position
the case that
entails
it's not
that,
his position,
and clearly
but he
you
doesn't
just know my
understand
position.
the
You don't even know
position.
what my
How are
position
these
is.
things you
So
did?
we're back in
And
premise
also at
5
the
because you
beginning,
can't
he
even cash
said,
out my
I
position.
disagree with
So
all
the
of premise
thing in
5.
question is still
10 minutes later, he's like, I don't know what premise 5 is
he's so
saying.
fucking stupid.
And then
No,
before he
it's
said
really
that, he was
because
like,
look,
this is
I
why I'm
joined.
being coherent
I had
and all of this like
I
shit.
had
So
the
it's like,
generosity
you're
to join
literally
an
flopping
atheist
all over
server.
He
the place.
randomly
Filled with
asked
all
for
your
an
boyfriends. You had
argument
6
for
people to
P5.
try to cash out the argument. You can't even get comfortable
He's just
what
gonna
premise 5
keep
even
going.
means. You
Right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mute the retard, and by the way,
In the
feel
book,
free
bro.
to tune
Everything in
in.
the book.
Right, feel free to tune into this. So this is what we have so far. So, still, of course, still,
Because it's
understand,
what do you think premise 5
and then afterwards,
Because that's
says he
what is premise 5?
wants an argument,
Just to be clear, what's premise 5?
that establishes,
To be clear, what exactly is premise 5 saying? Just to be clear.
no, not saying
Alright, wait, was that going to be an answer to my question? Yes
whether
or
or
no?
not he's confused on a term
Side chat.
with
What's the
respect
answer? What's the answer?
to the premise. Right? So this is just all the sort of things that
I'm not gonna do your
retard has done
homework.
over the course of this conversation.
Well, yeah.
Right now, if somebody's interested in contributing to most of it, because of course this person said a lot of retarded things, and if we're about this conversation, we can go ahead and throw that on the list.
Clearly don't speak English.
Wait, just to be clear, what I said is in
Just to
English.
be clear, just to be clear, hold on,
Yeah,
just to be clear.
some
It's in
kind of like
English
alien,
speaking, you don't even understand
alien
it.
foreign language. Side chat, bro?
Wait, just clear, right? Could you just like fucking give me the reference? That's an all?
Dog shit after
Yeah, I looked
Whether
at
this
that.
guy thinks acting can be used
Out.
Be clear, it's been posted multiple times.
tries to force
Wait, just to be clear, this isn't working.
no unread herring questions whilst dodging non-red herring questions currently on the table. Does anyone else want to contribute to this?
Wait, hold on.
It just sounds like there's been a lot of
You don't even know
retardation
what
so
premise
far.
5 means, so it seems to me that you yourself are confused.
Yeah, we don't know yet. We're the ones who don't know what it means. Oh shit. You saw me. Yes. No, I don't know what P5 is saying. Also, I disagree with P5. Also, you don't know. You don't have an argument for P5. Also, you don't even know what P5 means. Also, I don't even know what P5 means. Oh shit.
So, like, do you or do you not?
What doesn't he believe about this premise? What doesn't he think about it?
You don't know what it's saying, which one?
Dude, this has been written in natural language like 7 times. Caveman speaks.
Is he gonna say he agrees with it next? What the fuck?
Chinese too? Like, oh my goodness, bro. He wants this like drawn in Crayola.
Can someone give it an ASL? Like, can someone turn their camera on and give their fifth premise an ASL? Like,
Anyways,
what
take
the
a-
fuck?
Bro, can I get this
Stick
argument
the
in more
explanation
code? Like,
in
holy
such
shit.
I'd love to see it.
Bro, can you give the argument in Braille? Oh my god, bro, holy shit.
Yeah, focus on staring at
No,
that.
I think we should give it in sign language since the retard is clearly fucking deaf. Holy
Yeah, would you
shit.
consider yourself like a hood Thomist?
Wait, if I'm a hood Thomist,
What-
if that's the case, then you guys are like fucking low tiers.
Oh shit!
No,
That was such a good line! Oh fuck! If I'm a Thomist and you guys are like low tiers, is this what a dump from it feels like? It's like a gust from the fucking window. Holy shit!
Yeah, this is really embarrassing.
Dude, this guy
But yeah, that's another thing, Shad. Tries to move to rhetoric that is dog shit. Rhetoric. This is another thing about that.
Someone just take it to be concession, so.
Oh fuck, the Moron has a false belief! No way! Oh shit! Oh fuck, someone explain it in ASL, because if we don't, it's a concession. Oh fuck.
The
Nice
recording
one,
shows
Legacy.
multiple individuals all explaining it to you, and you randomly asking for
Just to be
arguments
clear,
for
right, the
P5,
explanation
just
saying
to be clear,
P5 is not your
in actual
position,
notation.
saying that you yourself don't understand P5, you're completely lost, by the way.
Wait, I'm the last
yet
one,
to
wait,
get
hold on,
a-
just to be clear, right, because I've just
Wait, just to
explained
be
this to
clear,
you,
we have
and
yet to
instead
get
of
an explanation
providing
on how
a
it's the
response
case
to
that
what
you
my
can know
explanation
P5
was,
isn't
you just
your
reread
position while also
everything that
stating
you said.
you have no idea what P5 is stating. You made the claim earlier that P5 is completely unintelligible to you, while also now stating that you need an argument for it and you don't even understand it.
Right, just to be
While
clear, I
stating
just
it's
explained this
also
to you,
not your
retard,
position.
right? So what
How
was
can it
being
not
said
be your
there is
position
that
if you
I
don't even
get
understand
what
what's being
premise
stated
5
there?
is.
How would you ever
You actually
give us
gave
that
an
information?
explanation for once in your fucking life, right? And then you provided an argument for it, and you
This
just
is not
said,
a
yeah,
good
my
look, by the
position
way.
just entails that. And I told you, that's not what my
No, wait,
position
that's no,
entails.
you're not
And you said,
understanding.
oh,
No,
no,
wait,
I assume that
I
that's
think I
what
see
your
what you're
position
saying right now.
entails.
So, okay,
it
so
seems to me
basically,
you have to go
he
back to premise
disagrees
5
with the
because you don't even know what my
but
position
he doesn't
is.
know what it means.
By
But
the way,
also,
you're
we
a
don't
heretic.
even know what it means.
Wait, am I
We don't,
a
I
heretic?
think I'm getting what
This
he's
guy
saying
doesn't
right now.
realize
Holy
that he
shit.
denies
Five,
P5,
read
he's
premise
immediately
five,
a
by the way.
heretic. What a dumbass.
Yeah, just read
Am I
premise
a
5.
heretic, just to be clear, right?
Just to be
Everyone else
clear,
can read
just
it.
to be clear.
You're a heretic.
Anyone
Just
who
to be clear,
understands
right?
P5 understands
Just to
it.
be
Hold
clear,
on,
Like,
hold
as soon as
on.
you deny your
claim,
heretic.
going on
right? Tell me
TikTok,
read
your
premise
TikTok
5 isn't going to
discussed,
explain to me why I'm a heretic. So just for the
Your
last
TikTok
fucking time.
discussed. This is already pinned on my
You
account, by
guys
the
really
way.
think like you guys are actually like doing
I guess I'm
You
genuinely
told me
curious,
I'm a
like, when
heretic.
every
And
single
the
other
argument for
person
that
in
is
the
just for me
VC
to reread
understands
premise
what
5.
the
Are you
fifth
retarded
premise
or
is,
what?
does he think it's some sort of like salient objection?
just read
Does
it.
he doesn't understand it?
Read
Like,
premise
I'm sorry,
5
do you
doesn't
think
mean
you
that
not
I'm a
understanding
heretic.
basic
Presumably
things is
a
a
heretic.
objection to the
There's like
argument
some dogma
whatsoever?
which I deny there. Rereading premise 5
Oh
isn't a
fuck, I'm
judgment.
sorry. Oh shit, I don't understand what you mean by that. That's oh fuck.
Then you're a heretic.
Wait, that was not the claim. Wait, retard. It seems to me you have a tracking gap there. That was not the claim. The claim was
Yeah, it
reread
was, by
premise
the way.
5. Construct some didactic judgment towards premise
Oh, yeah,
5.
like
What is
another
this guy
basic thing.
rambling about?
That was,
That was
by
the way.
Holy, he's so lost.
Does anyone
Literacy impediment. You can't even track what was being said 5 seconds ago.
content? I mean, Legacy. Bro, you only got 7,000 followers, bro.
Look, Beaker, bro. I don't know why you couldn't even track what you said 4 seconds ago.
Dude, the
We have
legacy
the
guy is
recording,
clearly
by the
only
way.
still in here, by the way, to salvage his
Wait.
ego.
Will you
He's
actually post
lost
this?
here. It's so bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna post this, by the way.
Wait, what's your channel called?
Why would I tell you that? You'll just see it on your For You page.
Okay,
Yo,
Mr.
where's
Relevant,
your
dude.
People will bring
Cannot
this up
find
to
your
you
TikTok,
forever on
dude.
TikTok,
What
by
did
the
you
way.
give
Oh,
up
you're
on
the
TikTok?
comment and you can't find my TikTok, I understand.
You just gave up on TikTok apologetics or what?
So, just to be clear, how am I heretic for the last fucking time?
Because you reject premise 5. So, did you get like
What
BTFO'd by too
premise
many
5?
Muslims or whatever? Or
Exactly, premise
why'd you give
5,
up?
just to be clear.
What's premise 5? Wait, what's the argument for? Wait,
Say
what
it
does it
again.
even mean? Wait, you don't know what it
What
means?
exactly is premise 5, just to be clear?
Just read it.
Wait, just to be
It's
clear,
so
right? I've
hilarious
read
how this
premise
guy-
Wait, just to be clear, why am I retarded? Just to be
Yeah,
clear.
this is really embarrassing. This is going on TikTok. Bro's career is
This
over.
is embarrassing, Legacy.
Wait, Desmond, this is like the biggest downfall for you.
This
Last
is
time I
getting
debated
uploaded
you, you
straight
actually
to the
had a little
Muslim
bit of
TikTok
IQ.
channel.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! It's a
Just a little
downfall
bit,
for
not
us.
too much.
No.
And then
It's
now it
downfall
seems to
for
me
us.
you're like in the negatives.
Wait, Legacy, you understand that you asked for an argument for a premise you didn't understand and also stated it's not your position while still claiming to not understand it, right?
Wait, retard, you don't even know what's being said there. I mean, I was
Wait, so
even
no
you,
one
so how are you
understands
gonna
it?
steal, man? How are you gonna steal, man, what was being said and you don't even know what was being said there? So, just to be clear,
Legacy,
I asked
you
you for the
understand that I'm
explanation,
the one who
you
invented this
reread it,
argument, right,
and
dumbass?
I even granted you, I try to flesh it out what your reiteration is.
This guy's
You know what? I think we
You
all
told
know
me, oh,
something
that's just going to be the case because
very,
my
very
position
important
entails
today.
it. And I asked you for the argument for that.
Never
You said I hold to the
throw
latter
stones
position.
from
And I told you to
special
explain what the
classroom.
latter position is. You don't even know what it was. So I told you, okay, you don't
This
even
guy
know my
doesn't realize
position.
that
So
I'm
premise
the
5
one-
He's
or
just
the explanation
broken.
for premise
He's
5
just
is
gonna
still
keep on trying to
unclear.
salvage his performance. He'll never stop trying to salvage his performance. This is so bad.
This is not working well for you, by the way, just to be clear.
Just to be clear.
Tell me your
Wait,
TikTok.
hold
I
on.
wanna tag you.
I'll get his TikTok real quick.
Listen, I know you're that incompetent. I mean, you literally just went on my...
Well,
Wait,
yeah,
this is,
so we
wait,
can
just to be
finish
clear,
that.
this is actually your downfall. Just to be
You don't even
clear,
know my
this is your
TikTok is.
downfall. Let's be
It's not.
clear.
It's not
Dude, this guy
loading.
thinks
I
that's
can't
gonna
get
work.
to your
It's
account.
literally-
I
To
don't
be
know.
like really
I
inept.
know this is stupid,
Wait,
or-
that's not going to work? Work for what? Yeah, you have no clue what you're even saying there. You're just reading off a script.
This guy's literally rambling. It's so sad.
Wait, how am I rambling? Yeah, you have no clue what you're even saying though. You're just reading off a script once again. You sound like a broken tongue.
Tagging, bro.
How am I rambling after I talk to myself for 3 minutes?
It seems to me this guy's like an actual soundboard.
Could you tell me what
Someone's just like
rambling
clicking
is? I
some
don't think
random
I'm
buttons.
rambling. I don't think you
And it's
understand
like
what
it's an
rambling
output
is.
given some like certain input.
This is
Yeah,
hilarious.
somebody give me this guy's TikTok, please.
Jesus.
Listen,
Bro,
I don't know if you're that
Yeah, I mean,
incompetent.
look,
My
I
Discord
think- I-
literally
so
has my
I think-
TikTok on it.
so
You
I
literally
think-
just said,
so
oh,
I
you said look at your
think- so-
followers?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna
I'm
mute the
looking it
retard
up.
if you won't calm down. Alright.
Wait, retard, you can just click on
Nothing
it.
comes up.
Wait, retard.
Nothing
Wait,
comes
you-
up.
you can-
Instead.
Yeah, but anyways, I think the retard has been sufficiently dispatched. I mean, I just
Bro
muted him.
gave up.
If anyone else, so if anyone else, I don't know why Cup is talking over me. I'm gonna mute Cup. Hold on. Let me just mute this Cup piece of shit.
Nothing ever happens, by the way.
Yeah, so if anyone else wants to stomp this legacy retard, feel free. But, I mean, I suspect that Death Note and I mean, not to speak for him, he can correct me, but I think we've gotten what we've wanted from the retard.
Bro,
Yeah,
you
we've done
would-
exactly what we wanted.
Yep.
This guy completely is lost in this conversation. Clearly, from the recording, where he's yet to actually comment on this, but somehow he doesn't understand P5. P5's not his position. He doesn't even think we understand P5. But somehow he needs an argument for P5. It's so fucking bad, bro. It's so bad for this guy. He
Yeah,
also
but I
said
mean,
he
I noticed that
doesn't
Yosef was kind of gnawing on my ankles. Yosef, do you think I said a sentence that expresses a false proposition throughout the course of this conversation? Or that sentence is what I'm committed to?
Shut your bitch ass up.
Yes or no? Shut your bitch. That's the most unconfident insult I've heard in my life. Jesus. Shut your bitch ass up. Yosef, you're a retard. Can you answer my question, please?
Such a corn.
Yosef, you sound like a fucking bitch right now, dude. Do you have any more unconfident insults to throw at me before you answer my question?
Are you done?
Is the answer yes or no?
Shut your bitch ass up.
Shut your bitch ass up. Okay, so we had a few more unconfident insults from the retard. Is the answer yes or no, Yosef?
Such a cornball, bro.
Is the answer yes or no? Okay, so we've recycled the same thing 3 times now. Is the answer yes or no?
Is it a debate